The objective of having the International Seminar on Islamic Finance and the PhD Colloquium 2020, or we call it VISIF 2020, to evaluate the students' progress in their research and provide an excellent opportunity for our respected PhD student to receive in-depth feedback on their ongoing research from our distinguished and renowned academicians in the field of Islamic banking and finance, which eventually promote excellence in their PhD research. To keep update of the latest progress of our respected student and as aligned with the latest development in the ever-growing industry, we need to engage them constantly through seminar and discourse like this, inshallah. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our distinguished respected Dean of Institute of Islamic Banking and Finance, Associate Professor Dr. Salina Haji Kasim, for her welcoming remarks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Hopefully everyone is good today. So I can see many of our PhD candidates from, I would say, all over the world. So inshallah everyone is good, especially during the pandemic right now. So thank you very much. Before that, thank you very much Dr. Nofarha, the session moderator. Respected invited speakers, Associate Prof. Dr. Muhammad Fiham from the Center for Postgraduate Studies, CPS, Associate Professor Dr. Razali Harun from IIBF, Madam Noor Mastura from the Counseling and Career Services Center, IIUM, my colleagues Prof. Rusni Hassan, Deputy Dean, Academic and Industrial Linkages, IIBF, Dr. Anwar Abdullah Uthman, Deputy Dean, Responsible Research, IIBF, respected IIBF Academic Administrators, Fellow IIBF Academic and Administrative Staff, our PhD candidates, and all who are attending our event today. So Alhamdulillah, all praises are due to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for giving us this opportunity to gather here, though virtually, in this virtual international seminar on Islamic finance and PhD Colloquium 2020, VISIF and PhD Colloquium 2020 for short. This annual event is one of our efforts to ensure consistent progress of our PhD candidates who are pursuing the PhD in Islamic Banking and Finance program at the Institute of Islamic Banking and Finance, International Islamic University, Malaysia. On behalf of the IIUM Institute of Islamic Banking and Finance, I would like to welcome all of you to the VISIF and PhD Colloquium 2020. This annual program is being designed to benefit our PhD students or our PhD candidates in various aspects. It is initiated to assist our candidates in ensuring continuous progress of their research writing, as well as on the other side to facilitate the supervisors, our academic staff, to monitor the progress of the students under their supervision. Another main objective of this program is to evaluate the students' progress in their research as well as to receive in-depth feedback from the assessors. More importantly, for those who have defended their proposals, this program provides them with an excellent opportunity to produce and present articles from their research projects, which will assist them to come up with articles to be published and therefore fulfill the graduation requirement. This platform also brings our PhD researchers together and provide an opportunity to be updated with the current development in the Islamic banking and finance discipline, as well as industry, through research and networking with researchers from IIUM and other universities and the community in general. Now, for this year, the PhD colloquium is held virtually via online due to the COVID-19 pandemic that we are facing right now. Alhamdulillah, there is a hikmah behind this. The online or virtual platform of organizing this event enables us to better manage the event. And more importantly, we gain more participants from our students as well as anyone who are interested to attend this event. As can be seen right now, I think nearly 90, we have nearly 90 participants, and that is considered as a big participation for our PhD colloquium. This year participation in particular involves a total of 75 presenters from our current active PhD candidates. They will be presenting their researches in 8 groups in a 2-day program. Our PhD candidates are presenting, inshallah, are going to present their research from all corners of the world, being enabled by the virtual platform. Coming from China to Algeria, from Indonesia to Saudi Arabia, from Nigeria to Pakistan, from Bahrain to Mauritania, and of course, not to forget from Malaysia, Bangladesh, and many more. Okay, sorry if I forget any of the country, that was unintentional. For each of the presenter, we assign a reviewer who are not from the supervisory committee with the intention to get a fresh critical view and assessment. Participations in the VCIF and PhD colloquium are divided into 2 categories. Track A is the International Islamic Finance Seminar. This track is for students who have defended their research proposals, and they are required to extract a paper from their thesis and present it in this seminar. With selected papers will be given publication opportunities in one of the 3 IIBF journals. Meanwhile, Track B is the PhD colloquium. This is for students who have yet to defend their proposals. Thus, they are required to present the progress of their research. For both tracks, there will be consideration for best papers and best presentations, respectively. Another new aspect that we introduced in our PhD colloquium this year, is bringing in speakers to speak on current and relevant issues in doing research and publication, as well as in managing life as a graduate student, especially during this challenging time of the COVID-19 pandemic. It is our sincere hope that these programs that we have arranged for our students will be beneficial and useful to ensure that our PhD candidates are able to successfully graduate on time, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, before I end my welcoming remarks, I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to all who have worked so hard to ensure that this program is a success. In particular, I would like to congratulate Prof. Rusni Hassan, IIBF Deputy Dean, Academic and Industrial Linkages, CAM Program Manager for this VCIF and PhD Colloquium 2020, the academic administrators, and all the administrative staff who have been working round the clock to organize this event, in particular Sister Nur Fadila and Sister Haslina. The Institute is also thankful with the kind cooperation of all academic staff who have agreed to serve as assessors and reviewers, and are taking the time out of their busy schedule to review the students' proposals and articles. Some of the proposals are nearly 200 pages, so it requires a lot of time to review these proposals as well as articles. And of course, our PhD candidates who are participating in this colloquium. To our PhD candidates, all the best. And we really hope for your active participation in this event. Please do take this opportunity to improve and seek fresh perspective on the research that you are working on. Thank you once again for being here today, everyone, and hope to see you again in our future events. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless us and guide us in all our endeavors. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Thank you.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the warmest welcoming remarks, Dr. Selina. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege for me to introduce our guest of honor, none other than our distinguished Deputy Dean, Academic Planning and Scholarship, Center for Postgraduate Studies, IIUM, Associate Professor Dr. Muhammad Fiham Mat Ghalib. Dr. Muhammad Fiham Mat Ghalib secured his first degree from IIUM and then completed his master and PhD degree from two other esteemed institutions, namely American University in Cairo in 1999 and University Science Malaysia in 2006. He has a working experience of more than 25 years with a major specialty in the use of technology for teaching and learning Arabic language. He served as a principal of the Mahala from 2009 to 2013, managing the students' welfare and activities, and later was appointed as Head of E-Learning Center Professional Development, CPD, from 2013 to 2014. He is also a member for Call and Graduateness Research Unit since their early establishment. In 2020, he was selected as a trainer of IIUM Educator 4.0 for facilitating e-learning trainings and workshops among the academicians in the institute. He wrote many articles published in various reputable journals and presented academic paper in various conferences locally and internationally. Currently, Dr. Fiham is an associate professor in instructional technology at the Department of Arabic Language and Literature, and he's also our Deputy Dean, Academic Planning and Scholarship, Center for Postgraduate Studies, IIUM. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming Dr. Fiham to discuss on postgraduate student in IIUM, your research journey. Thank you. Yes, let's pass the floor to Dr. Fiham.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah.
Let me share my screen, my presentation screen. Okay. I believe that you can see my screen now.
Yes.
Okay. So first of all, I would like to thank IIBF under the leadership of Associate Professor Dr. Selina Kasim, and with the assistance of Professor Dr. Rusni and team of IIBF for inviting me in the event. Well, representing CPS, I will share my experience being a CPS in the top management team of CPS. So my perspective would be from the CPS point of view, okay, how we look things and how we manage things related to postgraduate studies in IIUM. So as what the title says, which is the journey, okay, your journey as PG student in this university, IIUM. So I'm, as stated, in charge of the Deputy Dean CPS for the portfolio academic planning and scholarship. Let me just go through the my slides, presentation slides. Okay, so getting started, being one of the PG student in this university, some of the things that you will do during the time that you start accepting the offer letter of the of pursuing your study in IIUM. So these are some of the things that you will do. Okay, these are some of the things that you will do, and unfortunately for this time around, for this year, the enrollment we conducted online, and students will enroll in the system doing the registration PG system in the PG system online. So step one is enrollment, and then you have to be mindful of the required courses or prerequisite for some of the students, not all. Depends on the area of research that or area of study that you are taking, you're enrolling in. The things that we have some cases where students from other area of specialty, and then they want to pursue their study, the PG, master or PhD in different specialties. So if that is the case, then maybe you will observe that in the offer letter, you are required to take some courses upon consultation with the kuliah or the department in the kuliah. Another thing that you will do right after knowing what that you will take and you will study in the program, you have to what we call you do activation of your student portal account. We have our student portal, namely IIUM. And I believe by now you should know that you have access, you can have, I mean, you can access the system, the portal, using the credential that you have, which is your PIN number, as well as PIN number is actually your ID number, your student number, and along with the password that you have to set on your own upon activation of your candidature. There are several other things that you will have to be alert, okay, pertaining to the programs. As like this program, we have a colloquium, virtual colloquium, and several others, okay, organized by the kuliah, officially organized by the kuliah. So the kuliah, normally they will organize like PG seminars, academic colloquium, and several others workshops, or maybe it's kind of trainings for the student. So be mindful to participate and to attend. To gain experience, to gain more information, how the system works and how to manage and how to conduct research for those who are doing research. Okay. Not only by research, even by mixed mode also. Okay, you need to have some skills. Okay, some skills and how to get yourself familiar with the university. I would say requirements. We require you to do things as a PG student. So get yourself familiar with those requirements. And again, knowing team management of your kuliah, I would say it's a must. Okay, you have to know who are you working with. Say for the dean, who is the dean, the deputy dean in charge of postgraduate studies, because every now and then you will see that you will keep contact with your kuliah officials in order to manage, okay, and in order to do some procedures or processes pertaining to your PG candidature. Knowing your deputy dean for postgraduate studies, who is in charge of the deputy dean for postgraduate studies of the kuliah, who is the PG coordinator, postgraduate coordinator, and who are the experts, okay, in the area that you want to venture in your research. So you must know. We have those information available either from the of course from the website, and then from the kuliah website, from the directory of staff, academicians, by contacting some of the senior staff, academic staff of the kuliah. So they will guide you and give you some information pertaining to who that you can contact in doing your research. And last but not least, make your study plan. Okay, make your study plan so that you will be able to be graduated on time. So this is the target. Okay. Before I go further, I just want to mention CPS, vision of CPS to become globally recognized center of choice for graduate students. Previously, we mentioned as a one-stop center, but since then the some of the tasks under CPS has been delegated to different other office. So we move to be as a center of choice rather than one-stop center for graduate students. Our team of CPS, we have under the leadership of Professor Dr. Ida Madiha as the Dean of CPS. We have also 3 deputy deans, including myself.
Okay, saya menemui ini di web untuk lihat. We have also. Sila lihat.
Okay, sorry. We have the Deputy Dean for Publication, Research and Student Affairs, Professor Dr. Shahrul Naim. We have Deputy Dean for Kuantan Campus, Associate Professor Dr. Zarina Zainuddin, and me, myself, in charge of Academic Planning and Scholarship. Okay, so next, just want to get yourself also familiar with some of the services that our university has offered to our PG student in particular. Okay, so knowing those services is very pertinent to your study. The most that you will be working with is the library. Okay, while you are the postgraduate students, one of postgraduate students in this university. So knowing what are the services available in our library is very, very crucial. Okay, unless that you have some other references or some other services that you can contact or you can work with while doing your research. So as of this moment, okay, we have our library offering range of services, okay, like collection. We have collection of thesis, electronic references, online databases, etc., and so on and so forth. We have also services including loans, interlibrary loans, information. We have information counter for sure, but as of now, the COVID-19 during this period of COVID-19 pandemic, some of those services still available, but limited to certain students, those who are on campus, while those from outside, we have it differently. You have to access those services online. Just make sure that you can have access to the services in particular, like online databases, as well as references that you can have access to using online, okay, via online. We have also other facilities which is, those are available to our students, like study room, reading areas, and computing facilities. For those who are on campus, we have these facilities. They can enjoy these facilities available to them. I believe that with very minimal charges. Okay, so for further information, of course, that you can contact our librarian in order to get more information pertaining to the facilities available in the library. But I would just like insist online databases. This is very crucial for those who want to get most recent articles. I believe that we have good collections of online databases that you can have access to, like Islamic banking and finance, pertaining to Islamic studies, Sharia, laws, and so on and so forth. We have very good collection for those online databases related to these areas. Being a student in this university, this is your PG community, okay? I believe that maybe for those who are here with us, so this is the community around you, your surrounding, and while you are maybe abroad somewhere else, you have to be alert that those are the elements. Maybe you are missing some, but in general, those are some of the elements that you'll be working with while being a student, PG student of this university. You'll be working with the kuliah, okay? You'll be working with the PG seminars, attending seminars, or joining some PG colloquium or trainings. you will be informed by the kuliah in particular or by your supervisor, some conferences related to PG, postgraduate studies. Of course, we have several other facilities for those who are on campus. We have those facilities available. We also have our PG postgraduate student societies. Okay, we have at central level as well as at IBF level. Okay, so this society, in collaboration with CPS, we have a range of activities jointly organized by two of us, even in collaboration with several other third parties. Like we have research writing skills workshop, we have quantitative research using SPSS workshop. So we have long list of workshops, as I have outlined here, some of those workshops or training that you can join, and even some of those workshops available for free. This is for you, just in time for you to get to polish your skill, to gain more experience, to gain more information how to do research. We have those services with you by contacting PGSS of the central level or at the kuliah level. And I believe they also have their Facebook, social media website that you can contact, that you can communicate with. We also have one entity we call Smart Learning Center of IIUM, organizing the similar but with very minimal charges. Okay, a long list of trainings, long list of workshops in order to provide skills, research skills, as well as how to do presentations, how to enhance your personality in doing presentation. So long list of soft skills, okay, are available under Smart Learning Center for this purpose, that you can join and you can gain more information and polish your skills, in particular how to do research and how to do things pertaining to your postgraduate study in this university. So get yourself familiar, get yourself trained, get yourself, skillful, being a student in this university as a postgraduate student. Okay, I would like to maybe just skip academic requirements because you are already here. Just a very brief, maybe, sharing pertaining to those who maybe doing research in Arabic. Okay, those who are doing research. Generally, for language requirement, English is the requirement where you have to score band 6 in order to enter the kuliah. But those who are writing in Arabic, they have to get a proper approval from the related entity. Of course, from the kuliah will bring the paper to us, and then we at CPS level will discuss in our committee and approve the application. So once approved, your band, your English requirement band will be reduced from 6 to 3. Okay, so generally it's 6. Okay, until the approval is secured, then it will be reduced to 3. So you have to do the application in order to write your thesis in Arabic, so that you can, your English requirement band will be reduced to 3. Then you can enter the kuliah. You couldn't straightly enter the kuliah without securing the application for writing thesis in Arabic. So I think this is want to make this point clear. Get the approval first in order to enter the kuliah and work with your supervisor later on. Unless this approval is not secure, then you are still stuck with a language requirement where the general or common language requirement for the kuliah and even across the kuliah is band 6. or English language. I think I can skip Arabic language, just move to the study period. Okay. For study period, the normal duration for full-time student, we have also part-time student, but part-time student, this is meant for locals, for Malaysians. It's not meant for it's not meant for international due to the visa, immigration requirements and restriction. So for you have for international, we have the study period for master as well as PhD. Study period, normal study period for master is 2 years. Okay, this is normal study period for master, which is equivalent to 4 semesters. Okay, if it is 2 years. Whereas for PhD, the normal study period for PhD is 3 years. Okay, for master, it can go up to the maximum, which is only another year, 3 years. Okay, whereas for PhD, it can go up to 6 years. This is the maximum period. Okay, for your study. Okay, if you want to go beyond then, okay, beyond that maximum study period, then an application should be forwarded, recommended by your supervisor, and as well as for your kuliah. And the paper proposal should be presented by the kuliah in front of the Senate members for approval. Okay, if you want to go beyond maximum study period. I think this is pertaining to study period. For academic activities, I would really suggest you to frequently check our CPS website as well as kuliah website. Okay, but normally kuliah activities related to the kuliah, we have that on the kuliah website. Whereas at the central level, in particular, I mean, when you want to do the registration, when you should do the add and drop of courses, when you should do many things pertaining to procedures related to postgraduate studies, you have to check our website, which is CPS website. We have academic calendar as well as important dates stated there on our website. So frequently check those information. Okay, frequently check this information. That just keep yourself updated with the current information available on our website as well as the kuliah website. For online registration of courses, for those who are taking like mixed mode as well as those who are taking by coursework, for by research, I will go into that right after this. You have to make sure that you do the registration and the registration will be carried out online. Okay, online using our student portal IIUM. Okay, so the credential is that you must have the credential that I believe every one of you have the credential to access our student portal, which is your ID number and they call it PIN number sometimes. Okay, or your PIN number as well as your password. Okay, those I mean this particular this credential is actually you yourself set this credential. You have your PIN number, which is your student number, whereas the password, you yourself set the password. It's kind of tricky sometimes because you have to combine different characters as well as number and symbols for the password. To be correct and accepted and valid. Or else you have to repeat the steps again and again and again, okay, in order to get the password valid and accepted by the system. But make sure that you have access to our student portal. This is very important. We have many things inside our IIUM student portal. You can have access to your registration. You can have access to your financial records. You can have access to many things related to the procedures of postgraduate studies in the university. So I just want to insist once again that please make sure you have the credential to access our student portal. Okay, if you have the information, you have, of course, you have your ID number, and then maybe you forgot your password. Just reset the password. You have link there, like forgot password, for you to reset your password. So one reset, I believe that you can have access our student portal seamlessly. Yeah, inshallah. Okay, so this is IIUM, our student portal. We can do a registration of courses inside our student portal. Pre-registration, add drop, check your course schedule. This is for by coursework in particular. Those who are taking by coursework, check your study plan, as well as doing the registration via online. Okay, web-based course registration. So all those procedures will be carried out using our student portal IIUM. Okay, for those who are doing by research, even mixed mode, we have also the research component for programs under mixed mode. So we have what we call initially before venturing into your research or your thesis writing, we have research proposal stage. Okay, research proposal stage. Being a student doing program by mixed mode or by research only. In order to do the registration of research proposal, this is the tabulation of what we expect, okay, from the normal student registration of research proposal, so that they can fulfill their master within the time framework given, like 2 years normal time frame given for master, and for PhD the normal time frame given is 3 years. Okay, so this is the arrangement. For by coursework and research, which is mixed mode, we expect that by semester 2, you can do your research proposal registration if you are doing mixed mode. Okay, if you are doing mixed mode, we expect that by semester 2, you should register your research proposal, so that you can securely defend your research proposal within the period given. Okay, whereas by research only master, okay, straight away, right from the semester 1, you do the research proposal registration. Okay, whereas for PhD, we expect that the first year of your study, you are very busy, okay, engaged, completing your courses. So we expect that the registration of research proposal is by semester 3, which is year 2, the first semester of year 2. Okay, so whereas for by research, right from the first semester, we expect that you do the research proposal registration. So I believe now for master by research and you entering the kuliah, you have one course other than the required courses, which is Islamization and research methodology. You should have, for those who are doing by research proposal. Okay, it carries no credit, but it is a requirement for you to in order to move from research proposal stage later to the thesis or dissertation stage. Okay. And then in order to move from research proposal stage to thesis or dissertation stage, you have to defend your research proposal. And then we expect that for master, you should defend your research proposal within 2 semesters. Okay, within 2 semesters. So the first semester, you register your research proposal. If you can defend in that particular semester is good, but if you our expectation is that the second semester of research proposal registration, you will do your defense, research proposal defense. Whereas for PhD, it can go up to 3 semesters registration of research proposal. Then we expect you to do the defense. Okay. Okay. Pertaining to the defense, okay, we have cases where the defense failed during the first try. If the defense failed during the first try, then another chance will be given to students. Of course, the failure will be marked as unsatisfactory progress. Okay, and then the second chance will be given to students. If the student again fail for the second time defending the research proposal, then she or he will be dismissed because 2 consecutive semesters with unsatisfactory progress. Okay. So this is the arrangement. So make sure when you are ready, you will do the defense, and then hopefully that you will be successfully defend your, defended your proposal and have your proposal approved by the committee at the department level, and later approved by the KPGC of the kuliah for you to move from proposal stage to thesis writing or dissertation stage. Next, we have another issue, which is a research or dissertation or thesis. We have dissertation in our university indicating for those who are doing by mixed mode, whereas thesis indicating for those who are doing by research only. Okay, so I put it together. We have our system in monitoring the progress, okay, academic progress, research progress of our PG students. This system we call iMonitor, which is accessible right from your iMaklum. You can access directly the website, the site, but right from iMaklum we have also a link in order for you to go and visit our iMonitor site, website. This is a system where enables monitoring the research progress of our PG students with the following capabilities. The first, it can set appointment between student and supervisor. You can have a full record when you see your supervisor and when you ask for appointment with your supervisor, and all will be recorded. So for the research, as far as research progress is concerned, this is, will give us evidence of the communication between student and supervisor. Secondly, it also enables uploading of notes, uploading of draft, uploading of chapters of your research, okay, as well as how you can plan for your research inside the our iMonitor website. Okay, so all will be recorded, all information there in the system as evidence, communication, as well as notes, draft share by you yourself with your supervisor. And every single semester, the registration must be done, or else a student will be known as non-register. And if non-registration status appear for certain period of time, then the status of student will be changed from non-registered to dismissed. Okay, so every single semester you must maintain your active registration, meaning to say that you have to do registration every single semester. For those who are doing by coursework, you can do registration by registering those courses. But for those who are doing mixed mode, of course, during the first 1 or 2 semesters, you will be engaged to registering of your courses. And later you will do your research, and by research only, of course, you will do your research proposal and move later to your research. For those who are doing research or either by mixed mode or by research only, the registration of research proposal or thesis dissertation will be done by submitting your research progress, okay, your research progress form. In iMonitor, we have that particular form integrated inside the website. So you just do the submission of the form, get approval from get recommendation from your supervisor, and later from your head of department, and deputy dean of postgraduate studies. and later will be endorsed at our level, which is CPS for the registration of your research proposal coming semester. So you will maintain your registration every single semester. The question is that when you will do submission of your research progress, okay? So the arrangement is like what I have stated here. For every single semester, you must do the submission of your research progress by week 11, okay? When you do your submission of your research progress by week 11, it will go to HOD by week 13. Later, it will go to DDPG, Deputy Dean Postgraduate Studies, by week 14. And by week 16, it will reach CPS, and then the registration is done at CPS level. And then we accept the data that the student has registered for either research proposal or research, which is dissertation or thesis. So this is the arrangement. So every single semester, you must do the submission of your research progress. Coming semester, registration is done. Okay, so every single semester, if you will maintain that practice in order to ensure that your status is active. Okay, so it can be done online using iMonitor. So iMonitor is like a PG online system that will assist you in doing the registration for those who are doing research. Okay, research. This is the screen capture of iMonitor. Okay, we have it. This is the calculation of graduation on time chart, whether the student, still within the time frame of the normal period or beyond the normal period. So we can see. Student also can see the similar from our iMonitor website. Next, which is publication requirement. For publication requirement, we have it, the tabulation of our publication requirement, which is common to even not only our university, all other universities around the world. Okay, this is publication requirement. We have the similar, only that whether the requirement is higher or lower depends on the way or the vision and mission of this university. In the first place, our vision and mission of the university is to be, top university in the arena that we expect our graduate students in particular to produce. Okay, academic work of high quality and standard accepted by the in the field. So we have the tabulation as listed in this table. We have master and we have PhD. We have master by mixed mode, and then we have master by research. Whereas PhD, we have PhD by mixed mode, and then we have PhD by research. Of course, by coursework, it will not be written here because publication is not a requirement for those who are doing by coursework. Okay, by coursework. First, we have master by mixed mode. It's not applicable. There is no publication requirement. But for master by research, the minimum requirement for publication is 0.6 PE. PE stands for publication equivalency. Okay, the point calculated for publication. PhD by mixed mode, the minimum requirement is one PE, publication equivalency, which is equivalent to, if you publish in one index journal, you will gain 1 PE for that purpose. For PhD by research, the minimum requirement is 2 PE, which is like you publish in one index journal, and another one combination of publication from a list of tabulation that I will show you in our next slide. So this is the details of publication equivalency. Okay, we have like index journal, the PE publication equivalency is 1. For non-index journal is 0.7. For index conference proceeding 0.6. Poster non-index conference proceeding 0.3. So this is the arrangement of how we'll calculate our PE. And remember, for those who are doing PhD just now, if it is by mixed mode, 1 PE, whereas by research, we have 2 PE. and for master only, research only, by research only, the requirement of publication is there for you. You have to fulfill minimum of 0.6 PE. Okay. Later for thesis formatting, who is responsible for formatting the thesis? First and foremost, of course, the student. Okay, you are responsible in formatting your thesis, and of course under supervision and the responsibility of the supervisor also to check and ensure that the thesis format is compliant to IIUM. And the office responsible for that purpose is office of the PG in the kuliah. You have to again recheck and then fill in the form for checking the thesis compliant to IIUM thesis writing style, so that for it to be later allowed and endorsed for hardbound. Okay. Kindly check our thesis manual and templates available on our website, CPS website. Okay, so you just get the information and then use the template for your thesis, so that it easily you can make the thesis you're writing compliant to our IIUM thesis writing style. Generally, in this university, we have two styles, APA as well as Chicago. For those who are doing like humanities, normally you will use Chicago. For those who are doing like education and the like, you will have like APA. As well as for those who are doing in psychology, normally you will use APA for that purpose. With some varieties here and there. So please check our thesis manual on our website and follow the information as written there in our manual. For supervision, we expect that responsibilities for supervisor as well as for supervisee students. Okay. For supervisor, we expect that the constant monitoring and helping, assisting our students throughout period of his candidature. By using, of course, iMonitor is an assistant for you, both of you, even to track and to record every single evidence. We have that capabilities, we have that tools there in our iMonitor website. And then maintain good relationship between supervisor and supervisee, academic, professional relationship between supervisor and supervisee, and advise constantly students on scholarly activities like seminars, colloquiums, workshops. Okay, so you may ask your supervisor this information. Okay. So that you can get yourself updated with the current info and then the developments in the area of your research or your expertise. And then to prepare the presentation of thesis, to prepare for viva, to prepare for proposal defense, you have to, guide your students. As a student, you must ask the assistance with your supervisor so that your presentation is of acceptable manner as well as standard while you are defending your proposal or maybe defending your thesis during the viva voce session. And then beware of plagiarism. You must, as a student, normally your supervisor will always warn you about plagiarism, okay, because this is a crime in academic world that you should avoid. And then help the publication, okay, help the students in gaining in achieving the publication requirement by publishing some parts of the thesis on in reputable journals or academic work. As a PG students, also you must get yourself familiar with IIUM PG regulations. Okay, and then you must, this information I already stated just now, which is you have to maintain your registration every single semester. Failure to do so, your status will be noted as NR, non-registration. And after reaching certain period of the semester, like after week 6 or 8, or maybe reaching certain weeks, I couldn't remember exactly, but if reaching certain period of the semester, then your status will be noted as dismissed. Okay, so make sure that you maintain your registration every single semester. So once dismissed, in order to activate your candidature, you have to get approval, secure approval from the Senate members. That's, it's quite troublesome and complicated because, forwarding the cases or these cases to the Senate might take some time, and the Senate members will deliberate, discuss, and many things, will happen during that period. Meet your supervisor on a regularly basis, okay, by using, of course, if we are not here, we have our iMonitor for you to manage appointment between you and your supervisor, and have information during the time of your discussion with you and your supervisor recorded as evidence that you have there, okay, communicating with your supervisor while you are a PG student in this university. Plan your study well and plan your research as well, and carefully design to make sure that, or plan to make sure that you achieve what we call GOT, graduation on time. As I mentioned earlier, for master, we have normal study period of 2 years, whereas for PhD, normal study period for PhD is up to 3 years. Okay, so that's your target. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 semester you may exceed, but please put that in your target, that if you are a PhD student, within 3 year time. If you are a master student, within 2 year time. Okay. Participate in PG activities. Okay, this is a chance for you, a time for you to gain more information, okay, to experience and to improve your skills, particularly in doing research. This is a time during, being a PG student in this university, during your student time, this is where you should gain more, okay, skills, especially soft skill in doing research, how to do research and how to do presentation, how to talk, okay, about your subject area with the layman, for instance, and how to present to make sure that your presentation is clearly to the community, even to the layman. They can understand your presentation, how to do that. So those are some soft skills that you can gain while you are student here in this university. And of course, surely that our expectation, you should contribute in your area of study and to the Ummah at large. For thesis submission, we have before Viva, we have during Viva, and we have after Viva. Before Viva, of course, if you are a PhD student, you have to fill in what we call intention to submit your research work prior to your submission of thesis. This is very crucial because receiving this information will trigger the kuliah to appoint who is examiners for your supervisor. So once your thesis submitted, supervisor name is there, already done by the kuliah. If you fail to do so, then it will take longer, okay, for the time your thesis to be evaluated. Okay, so please make sure that if you are a PhD student, you have to fill in intention to submit research work 4 months prior to your thesis submission. Okay, and nomination of the examiners, this is under the kuliah purview. Upon receiving suggestion from the department, kuliah will endorse and get names of examiners to be endorsed by the committee at kuliah level, KPGC, Kuliah Postgraduate Studies Committee. And after endorsement of examiners, you have to do the submission of your thesis. I believe that you have to submit like 5 copies of your thesis for them to be evaluated by examiners. If it is PhD students, we have 2 external examiners and 1 internal examiner, okay, for that purpose. And following up with the examiners, this is under the kuliah as well as the CPS. We will do the follow-up to make sure that examining the thesis will take no more longer than the period given, which is the standard for PhD, like 40 days, with extension of 2 weeks, okay, for the thesis evaluation. There are some cases where the thesis evaluation take longer, but under most of the circumstances, we will make sure that the examiners will evaluate and assess the thesis within the time framework given. During the viva voce arrangement, we will decide when the viva voce will be conducted, get agreement from all parties, from the examiners as well as the student, and during this time around, we will do the viva voce session online, okay, online. The related parties will be contacted for the specific time for them to meet together, and we will conduct the because PhD is under us, PhD is under CPS. We will do and organize the session accordingly. During the viva voce session, make sure that the presentation is clear, make sure that your information understood, okay, by the audience. Make sure that get precisely to the point. Okay, don't talk. Elaborate further, and then don't give extra information which is not needed during your viva voce defense. You will be given 20 minutes time only for the presentation, and later your thesis will be discussed by all examiners. After the viva voce session, then you will do the follow-up with your post-viva supervisor in order to ensure that every single correction will be carried out. Okay, and then the final version of the thesis validated by your post-viva supervisor for it to be approved, for it to be printed in hard copy and submitted to us, and then we will update your status graduated. Okay, that's all. That's for the process of viva voce. Tenet similarity index report. This is in order to cater plagiarism. Okay, so make sure your Turnitin similarity index report must be within the first row area, which is from 1% to 24% similarity index. Okay, then you can proceed submission. Okay, if it is lower than that, if it is like 25 to 49%, your supervisor will justify why this is this percentage reaching more than 25%. Okay, so justification will be from the supervisor to justify. We believe that there are some cases, thesis from Islamic studies as well as from law, where quotations been quoted in many parts of the thesis. So the percentage is higher for that reason. Whereas if it is reaching more than 49, 50 to 74, student will do the submission of the thesis, revise, rewrite, and then rephrase so that the similarity index report will be reduced, reaching the green color, okay, or maybe yellow color with some justification from the supervisor. If it is more than that, 75%, this will be rejected, and the student work will be noted as fail. Okay, because totally you will just quote from others' work in order to, and then you claim the works actually from you yourself. So this is non-ethical, and you commit plagiarism for that reason. Dealing with plagiarism, we have steps for that, but I believe that we don't want to. Of course, we will monitor closely to ensure that plagiarism will be avoided, and then to ensure also that you will keep yourself away from plagiarism in your research work. Okay. So of course, when element of plagiarism happen there in the thesis, that will create complications in the process, where kuliah will be contacted, as well as deputy dean of the kuliah will be contacted. CPS also will be involved in the committee, and then a report will be forwarded to Deputy Rector Academic Affairs, Professor Dr. Faris, okay, for his decision. Okay. The copyright of thesis, we have several classification for copyright of the thesis. If the student is self-sponsored and then the copyright owner is the student, he or she is the owner of the copyright owner. If it is sponsored by IIUM, you receive scholarship from the IIUM, fully sponsored by the university, then the copyright is IIUM. If it is partially sponsored, those who are receiving scholarship, those who are receiving assistantship from the IIUM, then the copyright owner of the thesis is jointly student and IIUM. Okay, I mean you should aware of this information, because it's not you yourself, but even the funder also. The funder also has a right in your academic work produced by yourself. If it is sponsored by third parties, then jointly student and the third parties. Like we have funders from outside, we have international funders financing our student doing PhD in the university. The information pertaining to PG policies, regulation, we have that online. Okay, we have PG regulation revised 2015. We have the recent one, 2020, which will be published very soon, inshallah. You can also refer to IIM Code of Supervision, okay, from our website. Just go our website and then surf. We just browse under resource center. Under resource center, we have PG policies and procedures, all information available there, along with some amendments of the policies and regulation with the current one as endorsed by the Senate. We have IIM thesis manual. We have Turn-in procedures as well as the guideline Turn-in procedures and several other things, thesis templates, thesis manual. We have that there on our website. Just check our website under resource center. We have section information pertaining to rules, regulation for the PG studies in this university. Just frequently check our website in order to gain updated information, and then plan well in your study so that you can gain more and then finish your study within the time framework given. This is the target. We don't want someone spend so many years and in the end he couldn't gain anything from years that they have spent in this university. So just make sure that and gain the opportunity in order to improve yourself while you are a PG student in this university. I think with that note, thank you very much. I will maybe entertain some question if it is allowed by the organizer. Thank you very much. Back to the chairperson, please. Hello.
Professor,
sorry.
do you mind sharing the presentation? Thank you.
All right. Okay, so thank you, Dr. Fiham. I would like to express my appreciations for your informative presentation. We are grateful for the time and effort you took to share your valuable information regarding postgraduate student in IIUM. I hope that our student gain as much as knowledge as possible from your informative presentation, Doctor. So maybe we can open for one or two questions from the students. Besides requests by the student to share your slides, and then is there any questions related to a postgraduate student study or postgraduate study in IIUM?
There is a question. Maybe I just want to respond to the question as stated here on the chat section. I have
Yes.
registered for semester 1, 2020-21, but still I keep getting message that I'm not registered. Okay, so I'm not sure whether you did the registration correctly or not. So we have two things. We have two things. If you are a new student, we have what we call enrollment. We have enrollment, and then another we have registration. Okay, we have registration. Okay, so enrollment, you enroll yourself in this university. Okay. Officially, okay, officially. So when you do your enrollment, you yet to register yourself some courses. Okay, you activate your candidature, but again, you have to register courses for that purpose. If you are by coursework, then you have to register some courses, kuliah courses. If you are mixed mode, again, you have to register, of course, some courses. If you are by research, you have to register research proposal. So make sure you do the second part of the procedure, which is registration of courses. Okay, so or else you will your status will be noted as non-registration because you have no courses registered. So please check with the kuliah. Please check with the kuliah whether you register correctly with some courses under your name or with no registration. Okay, so please check with the kuliah. Okay, so that will be my response. Okay. Okay, another question by Rahik. When should a master student by coursework should contact supervisor for research? I believe for master student, the first semester, you will be very busy, engage yourself, completing your coursework, some courses. I will expect that the second semester, okay, you may have time contacting. If you want to contact during your first semester, fine, it's okay. But we will expect that maybe during your second semester, you will reach, you will reach some expertise in the kuliah, in the area that you want to do research in. If that is the reason, I will expect that during the second semester, you will communicate with experts in the kuliah pertaining to your research area, and then have a registration proposal registered during your second semester. I think that's the proper time in order to do and communicate with your supervisor. Of course, you can do during your first semester, but I believe during your first semester, you'll be very busy, engaged with completing all the courses. Okay, so maybe I can entertain some questions from the floor, please.
Dr. Fiham, Assalamu alaikum.
Okay.
This is Habibullah, Dr. Fiham.
You're not a student. I'm not a student.
I just want to ask on behalf of students, because many students ask me the same question. So as a head of the program, many students, especially from Arab country, asking why do we need to register every semester? University is going for paperless, but students still need to fill in the form that is registering for each semester. I used to say that this is the policy, but can you tell us or tell our students what's the wisdom behind this policy? Thank you.
Okay, we are going for paperless even. Okay, for those who are asking the question, you can do the registration of courses online. Okay, if you are doing by research or mixed mode under, at the research stage, you can do registration of research proposal, registration of research also online using iMonitor. So we can go paperless for that reason. No need for you to go and then submit the printed copy to the kuliah and go one office to another doing the submission, which is really hassle for some or even for many of us. We have that online tool assisting you to do the similar, which is IIUM if you are registering courses. For research, you will do the registration using iMonitor. You can have access to iMonitor from IIUM. There is a link there. So you just, iMaklum is like a one-stop center, one-stop student portal. Okay, so from there, you can do registration of research proposal as well as research also online by submitting the form to your supervisor. The supervisor will do the submission of the form via online, via iMonitor to your head of department, and then forward the form to your DDPG, Deputy Dean for Postgraduate Studies. Reaching to us CPS, the registration is done. Okay, so it will take time, maybe a couple of days, but it still can be done. And then the tool can, the tool is there for you to assist registration of research. Okay, for that purpose, I think you can go online. Okay, there is no need for you to do the submission of hard copy version of the form. Yeah, that will be my reason. The problem is that the application happened because you didn't utilize iMonitor. And another question is that the problem is that you you do not know credential in order to access our iMaklum. You do not know the credential in order to access our iMonitor. The problem is not from us. It's mostly from the students. You have to be alert. You have to be aware. Being a student here, as PG student, we expect you to do many things. One of the important thing that you must do, you have to have access to our iMaklum student portal. You must have access because all informations are there, okay, on our iMaklum site. Okay, so that's my comment. Okay, that's my comment. You have to make yourself alert. You have to be skillful in order to understand the system. If you are ignorant of the system, this is very difficult. If you don't want you ignore the system, because we are working with the system. We have our iMaklum, we have our iMonitor, we have our PG systems. We are working within that boundary. If you don't want to enter yourself within that territory, this is very difficult. This is very difficult. You still want to stick on the traditional one to do things. You have my advice that you must make yourself more competent working with the PG system of the university environment of PG system in our university and our institution. That's really my comment.
Assalamualaikum, Doctor. Just want to need some further clarification on iMonitor. In your presentation, you did mention that we need to do some kind of a recording for our communication with the supervisor. Likewise, the supervisor also will have to record for evidence purposes. The rationale behind this is because in the case of non-completion, then the whole blaming factors won't arise. I suppose, just correct me if I'm wrong. But my question is, how do we, for example, if you want to register in a semester, you have iMonitor, you register your thesis progress in an iMonitor. But how do we go about providing the communication between the work of communication being done by the supervisor to the students, likewise, from the students to the supervisor? How do we translate that into in a form of a report to an iMonitor system? Just to need some clarification on that. Thank you, Doctor.
The records of your communication with supervisor, all records are there in iMonitor. Every single communication will be there along with the comment from you as well as the supervisor. If you have attachment during that communication, during that appointment, the attachment also will be there because all information will be there. So in one single semester, for instance, if you have like 3 appointments, the evidence will be stated there along with the information, comment from the supervisor as well as comment from you for that particular appointment. Even a draft of your thesis also can be submitted and can be considered as an appointment, and then have some comments, feedback from your supervisor for that purpose. So the communications, every records, of the communication will be there as evidence. Okay, you are partially correct because you mentioned that it be considered as evidence communication between you and your supervisor. Yes, so that we have some information pertaining to the communication. If anything happens in future, for instance, then we can refer back to the records communication between the supervisor and supervisee in order to justify or in order to get to further information pertaining to the issue. So I believe that the submission of the form, research progress form, is another item that also available inside iMonitor. So submission of research progress form, if you are doing proposals or research proposal progress, will be there also. It's there also in our iMonitor system. So you can do the submission for this particular form. It will be submitted to supervisor, and then from supervisor to HOD, head of department, and then to DDPG, Deputy Dean Postgraduate Studies. I mentioned earlier during my presentation, this particular research progress form should be submitted in week 11 of your semester of the semester, so that the progress will go from one office to another seamlessly. By week 13 to HOD, for instance, and then this is actually expectation. Normally it will take no longer than 2 weeks, but this is the expectation. By week like 14 or 15, it will reach to CPS for the registration to be validated. So every single semester, when you are reaching week 11, you must have this research progress submitted to your supervisor. Next semester, your research proposal or your research thesis or dissertation will be registered automatically because we have that report. Okay. So this is the arrangement. Okay, this is the arrangement. So every single semester, when you're reaching end of the semester, you must submit your research progress. Coming semester, your registration will be automatically done. The problem is that
want to add, because of the, sorry to interject, because of COVID, and then we have, speaking on behalf of the international students as well, that people are quite far in their respective countries. The mode of communication mostly will be online, maybe via emails or WhatsApps or Zoom or Google Meet and so on. So how do we translate that communication into the one that is, into a documentary progress report in iMonitor?
I would say that officially, this is like what you call official communication. Well, if it is an official communication between you and your student, when you can have access to, you can have it done using WhatsApp or maybe Telegram or maybe email. But iMonitor, I would say it from the official side. You couldn't. I mean, I would say that you couldn't have all records saved and written under, your candidature in iMonitor, but you have some official communication between you and your supervisor, meetings, appointments, you and your supervisor there in iMonitor. So not all communication will be written. If it is like unofficial, of course, it wouldn't be captured by the system. If it is official, then you have iMonitor. Maybe within one single semester, you can have 1 or 2 appointments, maybe more than that, 3, okay, up to 4 appointments written there in iMonitor. Whereas other than that, like unofficial communication between you and your supervisor, it can be done using whatever means that you feel comfortable with, like WhatsApp, Telegram, or maybe email. Okay, so that's the arrangement.
Will Zoom or Google Meet be considered as an official appointment pertaining to what we are happening now with COVID and new normal thing? So how do I'm asking on behalf of the international student.
It can be recorded as a link. Just put there as appointment under iMonitor, but you can meet using Zoom. See what I mean?
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you can use different means, but just put that information recorded in iMonitor. Within specific time, you have an appointment with your supervisor, but using Zoom. And then the outcome, you will just deliberate a little bit. What is the outcome from your meeting? Of course, the feedback will be given later with your supervisor as well to validate your report. Yeah.
All right, thank you, mashallah.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you very much.
All right, okay, thank you, mashallah. Thank you once again, Dr. Fiham.
Sorry, Dr. Farah.
It's all right, it's okay. So because we are running out of time, and thank you, mashallah. We appreciate this. Your sharing session is very beneficial to our students, and I hope that they equip themselves with the necessary knowledge and information as postgraduate student in the IIUM. Thank you so much, Dr. Fiham. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for inviting me.
Yes. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah. So, respected brothers and sisters, despite the unprecedented COVID-19, alhamdulillah, we received 76 presenters for this colloquium and seminar. And then we are looking forward to receiving more participants in the next year's seminar, inshallah. But after this, we will have 4 parallel sessions from 12 p.m. to 4:40 something, okay, depends on the presentations. And then we will have 4 groups or 4 parallel sessions. First group will be assisted by Sister Nur Najim Fauzia and Fazilaiti. And then the second group from Brother Alam Abdul Qadir and Rahman. And then the third group will be assisted or will be moderated by Brother Sheikh Bas and Siraj Muta'arif. And then our last group, that is group 4, will be assisted or moderated by Brother Abdul Rizki, Abdul Razak, and Ashraf Sulaimi Alamshah. Okay, lastly, we thank you for your presence today, and then see you back in the next parallel sessions, inshallah. May Allah continue to shower us with His blessing. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And then let's end our meeting, or our discussions, or our colloquium with Surah Al-As and Tasbih Farah.
Thank you all.
Thank you.